Okay, so we just finished the Gintama, all the openings and all the endings. I went through all of them, and there were a lot of them. So now we're gonna do just the OPs of a smaller series. And by smaller, I just mean in terms of OP length. I'm pretty sure this series still has a lot of episodes, because I think each season has a bunch of episodes. This is World Trigger. Now, that's kind of all I know about World Trigger, is I'm pretty sure there's a lot of episodes, like, in each season. Other than that, I added it to my, like, want-to-watch list at some point, because there was someone that said they really liked World Trigger, and I kind of trusted their opinion, I think. I don't think it was a friend of mine, I think it was just someone online who had a similar taste in anime to me, and they kind of liked some of the stuff that World Trigger did. But it's such, like, you know, it's a bit of a longer commitment that I have never gotten around to it, and whenever I put stuff on my want-to-watch list, I tend to try not to look into them after that, you know? I just want to put them on my want-to-watch list and then, like, leave it, and then just, you know, not think about it for a while, because then when I sit down and watch it, I get to be surprised by whatever the show's about. So I don't know what it is. I think it's probably like some sort of, I don't know, fighting show of some sort, like a shonen type show. I really couldn't tell you. And from the name, I mean, it's kind of vague enough. It might be sci-fi-ish, but I really don't know. So we're going to be watching all the OPs. As far as I know, there are 5 OPs. There are 3 for the first season, and then 1 for the second season and 1 for the third season. So we're going through all 5 OPs today in the same video. I hope you enjoy it, and if you enjoy my reactions, and this is your first time on the channel especially, welcome. I hope you continue to enjoy my content, and there's a lot of content on this channel that you can go and check out. I'm doing a lot of reactions, and just help me out as much as you can, because I'm a smaller channel, let's be real, and smaller channels, you know, every little bit counts. So every single like, every single comment, all that stuff really helps me out. And if you want to watch the full-length reaction to these OPs, that'll be on my Patreon account in the description below, so it won't have the editing, and so if you just want to watch the entire thing without any cuts or anything, that's where you can watch it. But yeah, anyway, let's just jump into this first OP. I don't have the names of the OPs, it just says opening 1. So yeah, let's just jump into it. Here we go. Alright, I see lots of cubes. And I hear English. Oh, the logo has a cube as well. Okay, cubes are important. Oh, I like having lyrics. Alright, these are young characters. Is this them in their past, or are they actually this young in the show? I like the quick lyrics. Okay, they got guns and swords. Or like lightsabers. Okay, it's catchy. There's a lot of snipers. Like, a lot of them are using snipers. Oh, I liked her. Decent amount of characters. I mean, yeah, there's some... I didn't expect to see characters this young, you know? Especially with guns. Young looking, at least. Maybe they're not actually young. It's anime. Okay. Yeah, hey. That was catchy and fun. I got somewhat of a vibe of, like, how I guess this show is. It includes guns. They were shooting stuff. I don't know, like, I mean, I guess I should have been paying attention to the landscapes. Were the landscapes, like, sort of apocalyptic or not? Like, I mean, you know, I could click here. Yeah, the landscapes are kind of apocalyptic. You can see that all the buildings are, like, collapsing and stuff. So maybe this is like a post-apocalypse type story. Okay, I didn't know that. But yeah, I mean, the designs look fun. I don't mind the designs. They kind of remind me of something, but I can't really pick out what. But I mean, I guess, you know, this character, the white-haired one, looks like he could have come out of, like, Promised Neverland or something. But yeah, anyway, okay, cool. That was the first OP. So now let's move on to OP number 2. This is still in the first season. It's just the second OP. All right. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, they love the cube motif. The cubes, they matter. These This reminds me kind of of Danganronpa, just the way the silhouettes were there and stuff. And we saw a Hoge on one or two of the characters. The building in the background there was like a big cube. Is that why a cube is a big motif? Yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of looks sci-fi-y. Eating like corn dogs and stuff though. Oh, I like this song. This chorus at least. They're wearing like different colored uniforms. Are they like different teams? They've all got different colored uniforms. There were some cute characters in that quick shot. And those are villains, I imagine. Yeah, there's like they're all different. Is it like a tournament arc? Because they all got like uniforms. Kind of looks fun. Ah, that looked fun. I mean, that one made me want to watch the show more from the sort of stuff that I was seeing within it. I mean, I liked I mean the fact that they're like wearing uniforms that look like kind of sports event type uniforms, you know, like that looks kind of fun. But I don't know if that is what it is. Like they might just be doing something normal, but I feel like if you're wearing uniforms that seem that matching but are all different colors and stuff, you're doing some sort of sanctioned event. So like some sort of Olympic Games or some sort of sports festival or something. But it's still, I mean, it's still like kind of in a broken world, right? There was that shot with the big cube in the background. Where was that? Yeah. Okay. I mean, okay, this world doesn't look too broken. Oh, but there's like a broken thing on the house over there, maybe. It's kind of hard to tell. But there is a big cube, and that cube has a logo of a cube on it. So, yeah, there's cubes all the way down. Cool. All right, well, that one made me more interested in the show, I gotta say. Like, I am more engaged having seen that OP, but let's jump to OP3. Again, still in the first season. This is the last OP of the first season. So let's see if they like kick it up a notch here in terms of like stakes, maybe. Anyway, let's see. Okay, got some piano to start with. Oh, this one's more meaningful, maybe? Oh, okay, no, never mind. That's sick. Oh yeah, I like this. This gives me more of a Danganronpa vibe. I don't know why. Okay. Oh, I kind of like the character designs, honestly. I can see myself falling in love with some of these characters. Although there are a lot of them. But I guess there are a lot of episodes, right? Yeah, and they got the silhouettes again. It's very Danganronpa-esque. Oh, I liked the way that chorus, it sort of slowed down and then kicked back in. So are there like powers in this as well? I can't really tell. Cool. Cool. That was fun. It's kind of hard to tell if like I mean there was a guy who like clicked and cubes came out, but I don't know if that was like a power or if that was just like them showing I don't know. Okay, he looks very fast. And I mean like some of them just have guns. See, that guy had cubes like scatter outward, but I really can't tell. I feel like there would be powers in this sort of show. I feel like there would be. But they also have guns and swords and stuff. And there are a lot of guns and swords. So yeah, interesting. Okay. All right. Well, that's all of season 1. So now we're moving on to World Trigger second season OP. So let's see if they like kicked it up a notch in like now in terms of like animation or whatever, possibly. I don't know how much of a separation there were between these seasons either. Like sometimes seasons are literally just the next year or even next half year for some of them, really. But sometimes, you know, another season means, hey, this is 7 years later, we brought out more episodes or whatever. So I really don't know, especially when you have a show. I'm gonna check right now, like while I still can. World Trigger episodes list. Like I just want to see how many episodes there are. So the first season, okay, this makes sense. The first season has 73 episodes. Second season has 12, and the third has 14. Okay, so the So the first season is just like massive, and then it stopped and was off the air for 5 years, and then came back with shorter seasons. Got it. Okay. Well, that explains things. So I mean, this is 5 years later. Maybe it looks different. Who knows? Let's find out. Ooh, I like the style here. Oh, this is cool. The logo's changing too. Having all their silhouettes is very cool. Whoa, it does look quite different. It kind of looks like the animation picked up. The song's good too. Yeah, I mean, the artistic direction of this OP is great. Whoa, that's cool. Wow, I really like that. Oh, that's such a cool idea. That's very visually pleasing. Oh, and the animation scenes look so smooth. The action scenes, sorry. Whoa, cut that guy in half. Okay, I mean, this is kind of awesome. That's kind of awesome, guys. Oh my gosh, I really enjoyed that one. Like, the visuals of that OP were very appealing. Like, you know how OPs, a lot of the reason they put a lot of effort, put a lot of effort into openings of shows is because you can kind of use them to advertise the show. Like, people will watch OPs without watching the show, like I'm doing right now. And I mean, you can see why when watching an OP like this. Like, watching an OP like that makes me very curious about the show and kind of wanting to watch it. So, really cool. All right, well, we've only got one left, which is kind of sad now that I saw that OP. That was probably my favorite one so far. Not in terms of the music. I mean, the music was still good. I think maybe the third OP's music was maybe my favorite so far. I can't quite remember which one it was. But in terms of visuals, that one was awesome. So let's see if they went even higher in third season, or if they plateaued, or who knows. So this one's called Time Factor. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Okay, immediately some cool visuals, and people are slowly disappearing off the screen and coming back. There's got to be meaning behind that. Oh, they're telling a lot of story here, I think. Okay, yeah, they're telling a lot of backstory that I don't understand, but looks cool. Whoa! Whoa! Did he die? What's going on? I won't look too much into it. It'll probably spoil the show. They're still wearing, like, uniforms. This is a more calming song. Oh, the little pop-outs is cool. That's fun. Wow, that's really cool. Cute. I enjoyed that one. I thought that was a lot of fun, that OP. So I'm just gonna jump into the discussion part. I think they had some good direction for these OPs. Like, you can do a lot without doing much sometimes, I think, with OPs, if you just have a good idea. And I think some of these OPs, like, they rely a lot on character silhouettes, which I think is super fun, because character silhouettes can be, like, really important. A lot of the time you can, like, tell who a character is by their silhouette if they're a well-designed character. Like, if you see a silhouette, you know, like, I mean, I guess, you know, if you see, like, this silhouette, I mean, you can see the character as well here, but pretend this is all darkened, it's all black. Like, a lot of the time you can kind of tell just from the flowing of the dress, you know, the like sticks of the weapons, the little hair accessories and stuff. Like, you can tell the silhouette and you'll be like, that's your forger, right? So a lot of the time character silhouettes are super important, and the reason I kept bringing up Danganronpa is because Danganronpa is like a 2D game, but they use 2D sprites in 3D spaces. And so because of that, you're very often seeing just a character silhouette. And so they make the character silhouettes quite distinct, you know? And so that's also why a lot of the, you know, one of the reasons a lot of the characters will have a sticky up thing in their hair and stuff. It like makes them more distinct from one another, and it makes it like immediately you look at a character silhouette and you're like, wow, that one's Makoto, that one is, you know, Chiaki, that one is Kyoko. You can just tell from their silhouettes. So, and that just works in a 2D environment when like you're seeing them from one angle at all times. So these OPs use that a lot, and I think that was very fun. And it seemed to do a lot of visual storytelling as well, with a lot of them. I don't know how many of them, it's a sort of, this latest one especially was the sort of OP that I can totally imagine being a big spoiler. Like there's a bunch of stuff in there that you're like, man, I can see what the stuff that they're going to reveal is or whatever. But yeah, it's very nice. I imagine maybe it's, maybe they got a slightly bigger budget for the second and third season, or maybe it's just like we're working on fewer episodes, we can like put more effort into like putting a lot of love into this. I don't know, but regardless, it made me interested in the show, honestly. Like I'm watching so many shows, but like I love doing videos like this so that I can get like a little taste of the show and just see what it's like from an outsider's perspective. Tell me in the comments down below, like, what do you think of the OPs, and like what do you think of the show? Like, what's World Trigger to you? Is it an important show to you? Do you really like it? I love to hear, like, I love these sorts of videos because people do often leave comments really passionately telling me about the show, and I do read them. If I start to read a comment and it seems like they're like spoiling something in the show, or they're going too in depth on plot that I don't want to know about, then I kind of skim the comment after that. But I think it's still important just to, write your thoughts out in the comments, just to let me know and to let other people know like your passion for it and stuff. Because sometimes, I look at that sort of thing when I'm thinking about new shows to watch on the channel and stuff, so it's definitely worth putting it out there. But anyway, thank you for joining me for this reaction to the World Trigger OPs. I hope you enjoyed it. Please support the video if you can. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of this sort of stuff. Request other shows that you might want to see me do OP or ED reactions to. And also, I've got a Patreon account, and on that Patreon account, I have a VIP tier that you can join, and it's like the top tier on my Patreon account. But if you join it, you can request one episode reaction from me. So if you, for example, wanted to see me react to episode 1 of World Trigger, you could join the VIP tier and make me do it. So just an idea that you can do, just letting you know that the option is there. That's on my Patreon account in the description below. But thanks for joining me. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.